first show, Ladies in Tangents. We're so happy that there are like first little, and then we have some more exciting news coming soon that some of you have been just like guessing on Reddit and stuff. I'm excited to get those out too, but I am not allowed to say anything yet. So.
No, I'm very proud of us. It really did.
Called?
Oh, it's called Parapods. Parapods Network.
So I didn't know until we got the trademark and the logo and the website domain that parapods are also a type of like millipede.
Yeah.
And that was an unfortunate discovery, although I do find it kind of funny that we didn't really think to look that up. Like, it could have been worse. It could have been something much worse, but it is a weird little worm.
Maybe we'll just do like some limited edition merch one day with a little worm on it.
Okay, we'll put a millipede on it, and it'll be
just
like,
make it like our secondary mascot, like a mascot.
So good, a little millipede mascot.
That could be two little millipedes up on microphones. Just
I'm having the time of my life thinking about this.
Think of all the little toes. You know I love a freaky little toe. You know it.
Yeah, but not on a millipede. Well, yeah, from a
so many
perspective, there are a lot of little toes. Okay, yeah, so that's our announcement. We're really excited. Ladies and Tangents are some of our greatest podcast pals. We just love them. And yeah, we're like working behind the scenes, making stuff happen, getting creative. It's a really fun time and a lot of like new energy, I feel like, in our world. So like there's a lot of new stuff going on, which is always fun. And then, there's also the rest of the world. So it's a very weird dichotomy, but I think everyone can relate. Oh, there's a word. It's called hyper. Oh my gosh, I just sent it to somebody. It's a word that means like, it's this idea that while the world is falling down and all the systems are breaking down, like you're just living your day-to-day life, and there's like this disconnect where you feel like, like how we feel, almost crazy. Like, well, the world's falling apart, but I'm just like going to work and making coffee in the morning. It just feels like.
Unfortunately, that word these days is just called everyday.
It is. But there's like a scientific word for it, and I of course don't remember, but it's called hyper something.
Interesting.
And I'm sure it's super interesting.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that. It was very.
No, I'm saying I'm sure that the word is great. I just can't think of it.
It is certainly. Here's one word. It's actually one of my friend's favorite words. Juxtaposition.
It's an excellent word.
Yeah, it is because everything's heightened, including the bad stuff. So like. Everything kind of accidentally comes back down to like a weird baseline.
Yeah. That's a good juxtaposition. But one of my favorite words, which I'm sure everyone knows, is that I always say there's a dichotomy between the two.
It's not my favorite word until you say it. It's double entendre.
I don't know why are they always about these two? Like there's always a flip.
Because we're Geminis.
That's right. You're so smart.
We identify a little too close to those words.
Two sides of the same coin. You know what I mean?
Use Kayak's best time to travel tool to find the perfect time to go wherever you're going. Then, do what people do. Get distracted shopping for sunhats, celebrities in sunhats, celebrity homes, lawn ornaments. What were you doing again? Oh yeah.
No, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of us for even having a network. It's something we talked about for the longest time.
It felt like impossible for a while because we were like, well, nobody wants to do this with us, so oh well.
It was a long road ahead. It was also a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that's like shockingly maybe like boring information that it just like
we weren't even privy to a lot of it because it was like just paperwork and stuff we don't totally like understand.
So shout out to our manager Maggie.
Yeah, Maggie just nailed it as usual.
But it's a very big deal, and it's definitely being rightfully overshadowed by the state of the world. But it's still, we should eventually have some sort of little celebration for it. So.
I know. And the logo, by the way, if you see it, we actually got the Instagram handle, so it is on there if you want to go look, or just, look at our And That's Right Drink socials. But so Em and I had this deranged day of like planning the logo, because we got to the point where we were like, we need a logo, and we were like, we gotta come up with one instead of just like a clip art microphone. I was like, we're not doing that. So we had this like unhinged brainstorming session, which involved a lot of screaming at Allison when she was organizing the turmeric bottles. She was literally dumping turmeric. Wait, I just told this story, I think, on the podcast. Well, now you know what we were doing. We were making the logo for the Parapods.
I'll never forget that day because I just remember being like, of all
it's
the
literally
moments,
the funniest thing that ever happened.
like teamwork is not what's necessary right now.
Like,
Please
because
go
she
somewhere
was
else.
like, I'll be quiet. And then all of a sudden you're like, class going. And she goes, oh, I'm just like, I'm just compiling the termite angle. And you're like, why?
Have I told you the one time that I was on the phone with my mom and both of us are dating,
Yes,
it seems
yes,
the same
yes.
person. They both, we're obviously on the phone and while in the same room as us, Allison decided to start the vacuum cleaner while I'm on the phone, and then Tom decided to start the vacuum cleaner while my mom was on the phone.
They're
And
just
you
like,
could,
clean.
and you could hear both of us at the same time go, is that important right now? Like, could you do that later?
Please?
They're too type A, they forget what else is going on in the room.
Wow.
What was I going to say? Blah, blah, blah.
The
Yes,
logo.
the logo. So I,
I'm on my deathbed.
by the way, the reason I drink is because it's confirmed these are allergies to Dawn.
Shut up.
So I've been coughing since April,
Who's
like
that?
this.
I'm not joking. That was a doctor you saw?
Yeah, and it was
Wow.
my usual one too. That we did a whole blood panel, everything, and
Oh, jeez.
so this is. I mean, I'm gonna obviously get on like some allergy medication, but this is just forever now.
Great.
That's why I drink.
Yeah.
Um,
Good reason. Good reason.
No, the logo. First of all, shout out again. Of course, we had Kirk do it. Who
He
did our?
signed his emails. Every single email, his signature was Kirk parentheses from work, and it made me smile every time. Kirk from work.
He's a good one. I kept pitching. I think it was me that all of the other networks they don't seem to have like a fun logo. It's kind of just like the word, and I was like, oh, I want it to be fun and like cutesy.
Yeah, we
and
need to find a way to do it like without going overboard with the way we want to. Like our podcast logo. They were like,
Yeah.
you can't do something like that. It's too much.
so your name's Christine, not Allison. Christine. Oh. So
Never mind, it's Christine.
Christine was the one who. Did you pitch the name Parapods to me? How did you think of the
No,
name?
Maggie. Well, I did, but Maggie and Steve at QCode pitched it via email while we were literally minutes, not probably seconds, from walking on stage at a live show. And for some reason, I just turned around and blurted, "Hey, Maggie just sent an idea, Parapods," and we stood there and we were like, and they were literally doing an announcement at the live.